Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Watching the Cup Series race from Gateway, the playoff race from Gateway. They just took 10 laps to go in the race. Got Denny Hamlin leading with Chase Briscoe second, Chase Elliott third, Ryan Blaney fourth, and Joe Logano running out of the top five. This is the current playoff bubbles they won right now. Austin Cindric has a 10-point gap over Austin Dillon on the cutoff line. Austin Dillon's having a really impressive run, especially how that team's been running the whole year. Shane Van Gisbergen is cutting 16 points below the cutoff line, now 15. Alex Bowman is 35 points below the cutoff line. He had a speeding penalty on his 5 pit stops, so he had to restart the tail end of the longest line. He's going to be in a must-win situation heading into Bristol next week, as well as Josh Berry, who was 46 points below the cutoff line. He DNF'd after he and Chase Elliott got into it going into turn 1 in the beginning part of the race. I think it was in stage 1, beginning of stage 2, something like that. And destroyed the left front of the 21 car, broke it off almost completely. So he's going to have to go to Bristol in a must-win situation, which I don't think he'll be able to. I don't think Bowman will be able to do it either. So probably the first surprise upset in the playoffs could come up next week with Alex Bowman, as Bubba Wallace holds off Christopher Bell here for 7th. The gap between first and second between teammates Chase Briscoe and Denny Hamlin are currently 1.7 seconds, with Hamlin leading over Briscoe. And but my predictions are not going well right now because I had SVG and Austin Cindric being eliminated. Now SVG. I had SVG and Alex Bowman making it into the minor 12, not Wash Chastain or Austin Cindric. Currently, they're both proving me wrong. There's Christopher Bell getting on the Bubba Wallace for 7th. Finally clears him. Gets by him. And meanwhile, Chase Elliott still trying to hold off Ryan Blaney here for 3rd. 6 laps to go. And John Nemechek's having a great one again in 6th. That Legacy Motor Club team is really hitting on all cylinders. Maybe not on the 43 today, but definitely the 42. Great, almost back-to-back top 5 so far for John Hunter. Coming to 5 laps to go this time by. Currently, Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney are both stuck behind Chase Briscoe, who on the last pit stop he took 2 tires, while everybody else took 4. Hamlin had a little bit of trouble getting around him, but he eventually got around him before Ty Dillon blew a brake rotor going into turn 1. And it seems like both Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney are struggling to get by Chase Briscoe here, while Ryan Blaney is struggling to get by Chase Elliott. Story of this car. Very tough to pass. Coming to 4 laps to go this time by. The gap's now up to almost 2 seconds between the 11 and the 19. Currently doing everything he needs to do for Denny Hamlin. He was already safe on points anyway, coming in today. He was the highest driver on points without a victory, 43 points by the cutoff line. Even if he doesn't win, I think he'll be locked in on points anyway heading into Bristol next week to make it to the round of 12. So he's fine either way. But those 5 playoff points will be very valuable for Hamlin. And it would be a series leading 5th win of the season for Hamlin if he can hold off the field here, as he's got 3.75 more miles, 3 3/4 miles left. Next time around, it'll be 2 laps to go and 2.5 miles to victory for Denny Hamlin. And Chase Elliott still got a mirror full of that yellowish white number 12 of Ryan Blaney. 2 laps to go for Hamlin. And that baby blue 11. Gap's still the same, about 1.9 seconds. You can see that neon orange and camouflage number 19 to Chase Briscoe in front of Chase Elliott. Coming to the white flag this time by for Denny Hamlin. He's finished 2nd the last 2 years at Gateway. Finished 2nd to Austin Cindric last year after Ryan Blaney ran out of gas. He finished 2nd behind Kyle Busch in 2023. White flag is in the air. Final lap at Gateway. Denny Hamlin is 1.25 miles away from pick up the win near the Gateway arch. As he comes through 1 and 2 and down the back straight for the final time. Gaps up to 1.7 seconds. Heads into 3. Makes its way through 3 and 4. And coming to the checkered flag. Denny Hamlin picks up the win, and they cut out. Yep, it cut out. I don't know why it cut out there. They cut out right as soon as they crossed the line. I don't know why. But Denny Hamlin picks up the win with Chase Briscoe second, Chase Elliott third, Ryan Blaney fourth, and Joe Logano running out of the top 5. John Nemechek 6th, Christopher Bell 7th, Bubba Wallace 8th, Chris Busch on 9th, and Ty Gibbs running out of the top 10. All 4 Gibbs cars in the top 10. 6 of the top 10 were Toyotas, with 3 Fords being the 2 Penske cars of Blaney, Logano, and Buescher, and the only Chevy being Chase Elliott in the 3rd. William Byron was 11th, Kyle Larson was 12th. Get the rest of the running order here real quick. Ryan Preece was 13th. Nice top 15-1 for Preece. Michael McDowell 14th. Carson Hocevar 15th. Tyler Reddick 16th. That's not good for him. Although still comfortable in points. Brad Keselowski 17th. He tried a strategy move by staying out underneath the last caution, which that did not work for him, coming home 17th. Austin Dillon ended up 18th. Austin Cindric ended up 19th. And Ricky Stenhouse Jr. wins out of the top 20. Nice top 20 for Stenhouse. They've been struggling lately. Glad to see him getting a better finish. Series leading 5th win of the season for Denny Hamlin. 59th of his career. And he punches his ticket to the round of 12, joining teammate Chase Briscoe. Breaks the tie with Shane Van Gisbergen with most wins. Both had 4 apiece entering today. Number 5 for Denny Hamlin. Career win number 59, which is a record for most championships without most wins without a championship. We'll see if this is his year again. And he's 1 win away from tying Kevin Harvick for 10th on the all-time wins list. As you can see, there's the top 10. As he buns it down in turns 1 and 2. Eric Jones 21st, Kyle Busch 22nd, A.J. Allmendinger 23rd, Walsh Chastain 24th, Shane Van Gisbergen 25th, Alex Bowman 26th, Cole Custer 27th, Justin Haley 28th, Cody Webb 29th, Noah Gragson 30th, Wally Hibbs 31st, Todd Gillen 32nd, Zane Smith 33rd, Ty Dillon 34th, Daniel Suarez 35th, and Josh Berry runs out the field. As Hamlin celebrates at the exit of pit road right before the entrance to turn 1. Right in front of some camera crew. And I think a reporter for MRN, the Motor Racing Network, which is the radio broadcast. Very long burnout for Denny Hamlin. There's Marty Snyder. He's going to burn it all the way down to the start-finish line. And past the start-finish line. Got a little donut there on the tailpipe there, the 11, on the door. You can kind of see right there, right by the jack post. He's still going. My man went from the exit pit road wall up to looks like the restart zone. Oh, tires blew. Looking like Kyle Larson here after he won a race. And he slid across the start finish line. look at this. Ryan Blaney and Kyle Larson. Blaney wants to talk to Larson after what happened earlier in the race. What happened was Larson just sent it like 3 car lengths deep on Ryan Blaney going into turn 3. Was nowhere near attempting to make the pass and spun Blaney out. Funny thing is, Blaney rebounded to finish 4th. Larson only ended up 12th. As Denny Hamlin gets out of the car and celebrates. We're going to get the checker flag here. And gets to celebrate. The 200th win for Toyota. How about that? Gonna be racing till he's 46, I think, at this rate. Because I think he signed a 2-year extension to at least 2027. Through 2027 for his new extension. Talking about the Grand Marshal, Bill Murray. Famous actor. Famous for the Ghostbuster movies. I think Groundhog Day. Either hop on the bandwagon or get one over by it. And meanwhile, Ryan Blaney and Kyle Larson are talking to each other while that was going on. And we'll see where this leads to between Blaney and Larson. If it's just water under the bridge or will it carry over to the playoffs. I would say into Bristol next week, but it costs like at Bristol, so probably won't be there. So maybe New Hampshire after that. Or Kansas, I don't know. But Denny Hamlin gets to celebrate. This is the checker flag. I was trying to get the classic footage, but it cut out for some reason on my end. I don't know why it cut out. Hopefully it didn't cut out for any other people watching it. But Denny Hamlin picks up the win here today. 5th win of the season, 59th of his career. Gonna be, if he gets to 60 wins before winning a championship, that's gonna be awesome. But is it his year? Who knows? People have been saying last year was his year, 2023 was his year, 2022 was his year. And always got to the round of 8. Never won it. So we'll see how he handles Bristol. He and his teammate Chase Briscoe, since they're both locked into the round of 12, probably just go for playoff points. I believe the playoff cut line shows, I think Austin Cindric is, like 10 or 11 points ahead of Austin Dillon on the cutoff line. SVG, I think, is 16 or 17 below. Josh Berry. Yeah, Josh Berry's like 46 below, so he's in a must-win. And Alex Bowman, I think, is 35 or 36 below. He's also in a must-win. Which I don't see both Bowman or Berry winning Bristol next week. I think there's going to be like Larson, Hamlin, Bell, maybe Briscoe up there fighting for the win. But we'll see if there's going to be any spoilers at Bristol on Saturday night under the lights in Thunder Valley. We'll see how it goes. And that's going to do it for me, y'all. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share the video, ring the little bell so you can notify if I upload. Congratulations to Denny Hamlin picking up his 5th win of the season, 59th of his career, back-to-back for Joe Gibbs Racing. And, beautiful looking fireworks there. Pink, blue, purple, and yellow. Very wonderful colors. But we're going to go to Thunder Valley next week under the lights, Saturday night, short track racing. Bringing a new tire. We'll see how it works out. Don't think it's going to work out well, but we'll see. Alright guys, catch y'all on the next one. See ya.